can say he should do to say he's done it all. That was it. Everything. He's done everything. He's scored on assists. The only thing that can cap off his career is becoming Mr. Basketball. So why is it that when I watch the Wild Odom, do I feel like he's the best player? Every time I watch the Wild Odom play, I feel like I'm seeing something special. Like I'm seeing something that I'm not gonna maybe not see again. I said this for a long time. BJ Boston was my favorite high school player in Georgia. I don't get that feeling that I'm seeing something I'll never see again. It's the Love of the Game podcast. We in the building. We back. Hey, Fro's back. Afro's back, dog. Y'all already know what time it is. It's still quarantine cuts over here, dog. Like this still going on. It's the Love of the Game podcast. Y'all know what it is. It's Thursday. We are back in the building. I got a special guest in here for y'all today. Matter of fact, hey man, I'm looking left. I'm looking right, and like I don't know what's going on. Hey, shout out to Coach B Will in practice, man. And Locke is coming. So I don't want the entire South Georgia to drop off the show because Locke is not here. He's on the way. I promise you he's going to be here. So just hang tight. But in the meantime, in between time, are you repping Toledo still? Like what's going on? Are you a Bethune-Cookman? Are you Toledo? Is it Hidden Gems? Like what's happening?
Hey, bro, I'm all the above, bro. I'm all the above. Pittsburgh, too. Throw it in there, bro.
Hey, I got Perry High School legend, a Bethune-Cookman short timer, and Toledo Rocket Division I player and graduate, but also the owner operator of Who's Hidden Gems. I got Dave Jones in the building. Big Dave, what's going on?
What's good, man? How you doing?
Hey, it's been a long time coming, big dog. I mean, you know. It's only so many kids that you can get in school and help get to the next level before you get this invite. Hey, Coach Juke, your invite coming, big dog. We ain't forgot about you, bro. It's love. It's love, Juke. But been a long time, man. So appreciate you for coming on. We're gonna get to the Hoops Hidden Gems and how that came to be, to some of the players that you've been able to help get busy and get to the next level. But we're gonna talk some hoops first. I want to know if you got beef. We're gonna start out with that. Allegedly, Tory Lanez shot Meg Thee Stallion in the foot allegedly twice. So I want to know if you're gonna fight Tory Lanez for shooting your baby mama. D, what's happening?
Oh no, chill out.
You got beef?
I'm retired, bro. I'm retired. You know how it is. That's been a long time going. But anytime you're shooting somebody in the foot, there's some serious issues going on, man.
It reminded me of Harlem Nights, bro. When I heard the allegations, it took me back to Harlem Nights, bro. Like you didn't shoot Meg in the foot like Eddie Murphy shot old girl on the pinky toe. Like what's happening?
Hey, bro. Hey. Peace amongst us brothers and sisters, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and for you all that don't know, that's an inside joke for me and Dre when we spent time in New Jersey.
No doubt. Hey, I want to make sure we say this, though. I don't condone violence. I especially don't condone violence against women. I especially don't condone violence against our beautiful sisters, our queens. So I hope that's not the case. I hope that's not what happened. But hopefully all that situation will be squared away. What was ugly about that whole situation was the way the police handled it when they pulled up.
Yeah, that was.
They got Meg doing an electric slide in the middle of the street while she bleeding. Like instead of giving her help, like that's crazy.
Yeah, man. You know, right now, especially with the whole situation that's going on in America, you know, one time's already being scrutinized for every little move. So you got to be on your P's and Q's because everybody got their phone out. And the smallest mishap is going online, man. You know what I mean?
For sure. For sure. I'm assuming that what's going to happen is we're going to hear Tory Lanez say that the gun went off by accident. Meg actually said she didn't get shot. It was glass in her foot. I just hope, I don't like to hear all that, man. Like, you got Pop Smoke getting killed when he goes out to Hollywood Hills. Had multiple people get those home invasions and stuff happens when they go out to party in the Hollywood Hills. And like, that's supposed to be like the rich area. Like that's supposed to be that's where you partying when you go to LA, right? Like that's how that get down.
Chill out. I'm in Compton.
Yeah, right. You ain't right. My G. Okay. But no, I hope everybody's all right in that situation. That's not something that we want to see, man. But like, Definitely. Hey, bro, we might want to stop partying out there because, you know what I mean? Like, homeboy, the producer, got his house ran in. You know what I mean? Girls led dudes into his house. You know what I mean? Lucky he had security, had guns on him, and he was able to defend himself. We all know what happened to Pop Smoke. Rest in peace. Like, at some point, like, all this robbing and all this stuff gotta relax, man. We got a bigger mission out here right now.
Not only that, man, but even on the Atlanta side, man, with some of this gun violence taking off, man, it was just, we had a point where it got to slow it down, man. Got to.
For sure. Like, rest in peace to the little girl that got shot, 8-year-old girl on 4th of July. Like,
yeah,
and it was a young man. That's a teenager, bro. That shot her, bro. So he's been arrested. And they got him.
But they said they just said he was on the scene. But that goes to our young folks, man. You're in the wrong place at the wrong time, whether he did it or not. Yo, they got pictures of you being on the scene. They coming for you. For sure. And I want to make sure I say this before we get to the basketball, because we're about to start talking basketball here in a second. Don't let this. Don't. What about black on black crime? Don't do that with the movement, because I just want to clearly point out the difference. The young man that shot that little girl has been charged, right? He's in custody. It's totally different from what we're seeing as far as the movement. The issue that people have with police brutality is the fact that there's no accountability for it, that people aren't being charged for it, that people aren't losing their jobs because of it. It's totally different than anything that happens. And to me, there's no such thing as black on black crime. There is crime, and people will do crime against people who live in their community. So I hate that we even have to go there and explain that, but that's just what it is. Yeah. Very true.
I hate to have this conversation about if we're gonna have a basketball season or not, because shit, I don't think anybody knows what the heck is going on when it comes to whether or not we'll have an actual high school basketball season or not. What we switching? I got you, D.
Okay.
I got you. I got you. So nobody knows whether or not we're having a basketball season. What we know right now, Atlanta Public School System just shut it down as far as online school. They just announced today that they're 100% online for Fulton County. Marietta School Systems announced the same thing today, that they are 100% online. Cobb County quickly follows suit, 100% online. Dave, I believe DeKalb County announced the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Talked to my brother, Dr. Hollins, up in Rome. I believe Rome is going to do the same thing. Everybody's expecting Cherokee to do the same thing, 100% online. So the immediate question becomes, with guys canceling fall sports, what does that mean for basketball season? Well, we got a little bit of time, right, to figure that out, I think, before, we officially kick off the season around that November timeframe. So, what I want to talk, like, there's enough talk about whether or not there should be a basketball season or we should shut it down. There's enough of that conversation going on. I want to talk about what can we do to improve or increase the safety and give us a possibility to have a season?
Well, the first thing is let's talk about that from a perspective of what the TBT tournament did. I think they did an excellent job in regards to their safety protocol. Now, is that going to be costly to pull that off from a high school level? Exactly. Yes, it would be. But on the flip side, we're talking lives. We're talking about we don't want anybody getting sick or just off of everybody's lust for the game. I mean, me and you, Dre, we both want to be out there, but we don't want nobody getting sick either. But if you're going to pull this off, every protocol has to be made. Every protocol.
I think so, man. I think right now we're arguing like everybody's arguing the extremes, right? We got people on one side saying, hey, just cancel the whole season, no sports, no basketball. And then we got people that are full steam ahead. Like we kind of see, what's going on right now. And I'll say this a different way. We got people who are full steam ahead, no restrictions. Let's go hoop or let's go play. And then we got people on the other side saying, shut it down. I believe the truth is somewhere in the middle, or the best place, or our only place for us to be is probably somewhere in the middle of all of that. I think we're seeing a lot of the disdain that high school coaches have and administrators have for AAU. We're seeing that come out and being talked about right now with this, because high school coaches feel like they've been slighted. That's like, hey, you put all these restrictions on us, but you got guys playing in showcases and AAU events. I'll go back to where I'm not just making that up. This ain't sources. I'll go back to a specific tweet. So Lee Miller, owner of Elite Hoops Basketball, posted, and he was like, hey, we got all of these guys that are playing at AAU events and high school showcases. Is that not our data point for monitoring spread? And if COVID is spreading throughout that community, can we use that as a data point to understand what might or may not happen if we have high school sports? I don't like people being guinea pigs for stuff, but I understand where he's coming from. And I don't think he was insinuating that they be test dummies or guinea pigs. I think he was saying that since they're already playing, right?
Yeah.
Why not use the information that we have to the best of our ability to try to understand? Yo! we talking about Lee Miller's.
What's going on, man?
Miller's tweet, Lock.
What's going on, David?
Hey, I'm
We talking about what?
We talking about the tweet that Lee Miller put out the other day.
Man, I ain't even been on Twitter this week like that.
I'm gonna go back and read it because I don't want to get his words twisted or incorrect. Bad host, I should have been prepared to put it up on the screen, but I'm gonna go back and read it specifically because I understand the point that he was trying to make, and I think it's a point to have a productive conversation about sports and COVID, which I don't feel like many of the conversations that we've been having have been productive. It's just been two sides bashing each other or arguing against each other since this thing started. But I want to go back and read this tweet. I think I got the basis of it, but I want to go back and make sure.
Let me go. I'm going back to his Twitter.
I got it. Here we go. Wait. Okay. His original tweet said that if we're worried about having a high school basketball season, why don't we just track all of these players attending AAU tournaments and showcases to see how much COVID spread / deaths occurred in their families between June to September? Wouldn't that literally be the best possible sample for data? Again, I want to be careful about calling human beings data points. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be insensitive because I think we all know people who, who have contracted COVID since AAU started, people who have been sick. So I don't want to say that, you know what I'm saying? But I understand where he's coming from. And I don't think that he's necessarily wrong in saying what he said. It is, I mean, AAU is happening. It's happening in full force. There are teams, media members, everybody that would be at a high school game, probably more people than would be at high school games are at AAU events right now. So we do have a basis to understand what may or may not happen if we had high school basketball. Again, not trying to, minimize anybody's issues or call somebody a data point, but what would happen? My question to Lee is to me, that would mean that everybody who has attended an event, right? Kids, parents, players, coaches, directors, media members, everybody would have to run and go get tested.
Mm-hmm.
And then report back the results, but report back to who? Would it be GHSA at that point?
But here's the next question. Who's going to eat that cost?
I'm going to assume that COVID testing is free. I don't know if that's the case, if that is the truth.
At that large amount of numbers, it's free?
Well, my question was, I don't know if our state can handle that. I don't know if everybody decided to go get tested right now, can we handle that? But on premise, I would love to see how it flushes out. I think it would tell us a lot. One way or another, I think it would tell us a lot.
Okay.
I think testing is the missing piece that I feel like. Well, I mean, you look at the NBA, right? They have a bubble, right? We know we can't have a bubble, right? We know that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what else that TBT, the NBA, the NCAA, what do they have in common? What are they doing that we can take away? Is there anything that we can take away? And to me, the obvious answer is testing.
Yeah.
That we could try to implement that to some degree. Testing, and then have some kind of protocol around what happens when a player tests positive. Do we do it the way TBT does it? You get one player on your team that tests positive, your team is disqualified for a certain amount of time. Do we do it?
You can't do that for high school, though, because then you're talking regular season and playoffs, so that's automatically disqualifying them, right?
Yeah.
The rest of the season.
Yeah. But, I mean, they did that for TBT, so I don't know why we couldn't do it if that's the protocol. I'm not saying that's the right way.
But that was a tournament, though. That was
Right.
what, 2-3 week tournament. If we're talking, let's just hypothetically say high school goes from January to March or April, because I'm going off of what JUCO's proposing. So if that's the case, you're saying if somebody tests positive in January, your season's done.
No. What I'm saying is that if the TBT model is what's being used, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then a player tests positive, then you're done for 14 days or you're done for 20 days and you just have to forfeit those games.
Okay,
now,
and that's what I'm saying. So
You can't do that in region play.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying, Locke. You can't do that in region play.
So we move to the NBA model, right? The NBA model is that if a player tests positive, the whole team has to test, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Player tests positive, the whole team has to now test, and those players are now out for 14 days. Or basically what they're saying is those players are out until you test negative 3 times in a row.
Okay. Let's ask you that. How often are they going to be able to take the test throughout the season? Should they take it before the season start, everybody taking tests, then play a couple of games, or wait till halftime where the end of the season, I mean, around December, around Christmas break? Like, how would you be able to do that?
I think and again, I'm spitballing, right? I think the only way that we can do it and include testing as part of something that we do is, to me, it's on a 14-day, 15-day basis, because I know people who have been waiting a week to get results back. So we can't do what the NBA is doing and test every day. We don't have the capability. Our state doesn't have the capability to do that. So, if we say you have to test negative at least within a 15-day, 14-day period, I feel like, and again, I'm not saying that would be perfect. I'm saying it's better than just, hey, man, go hoop and roll the dice, and it is what it is.
Okay, a perfect case scenario, you couldn't do like the NBA once a month test? Once a month test?
At minimum, I would think. At minimum. To me, I would like it to be twice a month, to be honest. I would.
So every other week, like get your haircut. So the day I get tested, the day I get my haircut.
You know what I mean? It gives people time to get tested. It gives people time to get their results back. It gives teams time to report the outcome of those tests. It gives people time to quarantine players. I don't think there's a perfect way to do it. But to me, like we said, we don't want to disqualify a team from region play. Shit, you might be doing the same thing based on, if a Brooklyn Nets situation pops up and you get 6 people off the same team, we essentially took out their whole team. But I mean, at least they're still able to play.
True. And then it goes back to schools is going to complain if they got to cover that cost for testing. Or the schools is going to say, is it on parents to pay for this? What's GHSA going to say? Or are we going to cover half? That's what I'm saying. So much to do this.
That's an important thing that you bring up, D. And I hate to just run my mouth, but I've been thinking about this a lot. But I'm open to whatever you guys think and have to say. Coach Fletcher, I agree. Will it ever really be comfortable for some people without a vaccine?
No,
I don't think so. Not for some people, and I may include myself as being one of those people. But I just feel like Georgia runs grassroots basketball. We say it all the time. Georgia runs grassroots basketball, and right now we're showing that we run grassroots basketball. But on the flip side of that, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with being the king.
Yeah.
When you sit at the head of the table, you don't just get to eat first.
Mm-hmm.
It's responsibility that comes with that. So I feel like, is it our job to solve the nation's problems with grassroots basketball? I don't think it's our job. But shit, if we don't do it, who else gonna do it? We the king. We sitting at the head of the table.
And look at it like this: the past 3 weeks, you had On the Radar, you had Tip Off, you had Lake Point, you had Team, and Sean's event had 10,000 people watching on live stream, which is another topic we got to get into today. 10,000 people watching live stream and 150 coaches. So everybody's watching to see what's happening in Georgia.
Georgia runs this basketball shit. We all know it. Locke said it a long time ago, but we all know it. Georgia runs this basketball shit.
Hey, you gotta come to the city if you're a ball player. Especially on the East Coast.
Whether it be independent or shoot.
Yeah. You gotta come to the city. It's too many events in the city for that's why I love what we saw from Team Breakdown going at the Celtics. They say they coming up here. Like, they know you have to come to this shit. You got to come to these trenches.
And so that's my thing. Like, everybody acknowledges and knows what it is, right? So let's lead. Let's lead. Let's show the nation how to do this in a better way. But I want to call this out too. There are a lot of people right now taking shots at tournament directors. I don't think the responsibility falls on directors for this. It's us, dog. Every parent that sends their kid out there, you can roll up and get a test. To me, that responsibility falls on AAU parents, that if your kid is out there playing and you go play in an event and y'all don't get tested afterwards,
but hold on,
being responsible. You putting people at risk that don't have to be at risk.
But that goes back to what we just talked about a second ago. Is that a test once a month, locked, or is that a test after every AAU tournament?
I don't think nobody getting you gotta think about the results. The results ain't gonna even be back for the next tournament. Like you just said, it was late point last weekend. Now we had Sean event, hoop scene was last weekend. So, less than a week later, we back out on a Friday.
So, and I want to make sure that I say that too, Locke, because you're right. But here's the thing. It's a pandemic, dog. So I'm looking at parents to say you can't move like you want to move in a fucking pandemic.
Hey, it's funny because I've been talking to a lot of people like that. People been texting me like, you think I should come to the city? I'm like, look, man, the city wide open. It's something about Atlanta make every city looks different. Because I got friends in New York, they're shut down. They're not doing anything. And I'm like, man, we wide open down here.
Wide open. But and that's the one thing I want to call out too, though. We're paying the price for being wide open, though.
No, we are. But
we got the highest death rate that we've ever had. We got the highest case numbers we've ever had. Like, we're paying somebody is paying a price for it. I can't say that it's AAU's fault. I'm just saying as a state.
It's hard. It's hard. We went through how long did we quarantine? 3-4 months?
3 months, 3.5 months.
It's like, you gotta think, man. People need to work. Like, people need to make their money. They need to make their living. And it's like, okay, it's like at my job, 85-90% is working from home, but they're not getting anything done. It's but so much you can do from home. So it's like they were like, damn, I gotta come in and get stuff done. I'm gonna keep getting yelled at or keep getting penalized.
Right.
And different things like that. And I just think here in Georgia, it's just different. Like I say, you don't hear anything about South Carolina. Nothing about COVID. And they are right there next to us. You don't really hear much about Tennessee. Hell, you barely hear shit about Alabama. But when it comes to our state, we're probably because it's the city. We love the city. We love to be out. We love the clubs. We love the nightlife. We love the strip club. We love it. We love it.
And Locke, I'm cool with all of it, right? I'm just more so saying that, hey, man, look, sometimes life forces us to find a little bit of balance. And that's all I'm trying to bring. And maybe, maybe that does. Maybe it says, hey, you can't play every weekend. But, man, how much does it hurt a kid to play every other weekend? I mean, don't we say that kids play too many games right now anyway?
True, but you got to think. Some kids ain't played since March. And it's July.
Hey, you know what my grandmama used to tell me? My grandmama used to tell me, hey, you can't make up sleep. If you missed it, you missed it. You can't make up sleep. So sleeping 12 hours one day ain't going to cover for the fact that you only slept 2 hours the day before. You can't make that up. Like, I just want everybody to be safe, dog. I don't want to strip. Like, AJ White's mom posted something, and it broke my heart, bro. Like, to hear her talk about the work that AJ has put in, training 3 times a day, staying up late, doing homework. Like, we know our kids in Atlanta, the reason why Georgia runs this basketball shit is because Georgia kids are working their ass off, and Georgia parents are working their ass off to make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
We parents they invest in their kids
a lot.
Well, I wouldn't say just basketball, just in life, period.
They do. And that's why I'm willing to say, parents, let's take the extra step. Why not, bro? Why not? It may say, like, I won't call nobody's name, but I just found out, cool ass dude, basketball guy, in the hospital with COVID and pneumonia, bro.
Yeah.
Like that shit hurt, bro. Like that could have been him getting it and being hospitalized could have been avoided if somebody else would have been responsible and taken care of business and gotten tested and maybe had to sit out in quarantine for 2 weeks.
Now, it's just so hard to say that.
I know what you're gonna say, Locke. I know what you're gonna say.
It's tough.
I know what you're gonna say, Locke.
I put it like this: it's a gamble, regardless. Like if you choose, like, you ain't putting Georgia Man up is not playing. You know, you can't do nothing but respect that. But like you say, like parents want to see basketball. We always at the tip-off classes. We seen it. It was like it felt good being in the gym. It felt good seeing people miss that. So it's like you're taking,
and it hurts not going. I don't.
Yeah, it does.
It feels good being there, but and SUV TV does a fantastic job. But it hurts not being there.
No, it most definitely does. But it's like that's the chance you're gonna have to take. If you want to take that chance, you can't get mad at that parent or the child's parent, whatever, because they willing to take that chance. They want to get their child seen. Like all AAU, not just boys. I went to a girls tournament Saturday night.
Yeah,
they charging $20 at the damn door. Man,
hey,
that lot don't work for girls game. I ain't got no face card for girls game. Then I had to pay for my nephew. It was $40. So check this out. It was $40 to get in. So I was real. I'm like, man, hell no. I'm finna, I had to watch my niece play. I'm like, man, I just paid $40. I ain't paid for no AAU game in years. So
look, privilege.
It's
privilege.
Yeah, basketball privilege. So it's this referee. He just saw me and my nephew shooting. He said, "Who want to bet some money shooting?" I said, "Oh, run it." I said, "But I can't shoot though." He was like, "What?" I said, "I'm not shooting." I said, "If you made 5 straight, I give you 50. You get up to 5, made 5. That's playing $10 a shot." I made that quick 50. He want to say double or nothing. So I said, "You telling me you finna make 10 straight and you just finished refereeing the game?" I said, "What's the cash out? I need that cash out." So I made my money back and I gave my niece birthday money. And I ain't take not one shot.
Hey, Locke is good for that. Locke is good for hustling you into doing something. like Locke, you'll say something and Locke be like, "Hey man, say that name, Dre. Who you talking about, dog?" Locke will hype your ass jump off a bridge, boy. I'm telling you.
Hey, I needed that 40 back.
I feel you on that, bro.
By any means, 40 back. Man, cause you had a tournament, they were trying to charge for media passes.
Sheesh.
Come on, man. They were trying to charge me for a media pass.
Hey, hold on, like, because we're gonna talk about that charger for media passes in a second, dog. Hold on, we're gonna get to that. What? I just want to make sure, man. I'm not knocking nobody because I feel like people think that I'm anti. I'm not knocking nobody for saying, like you said, like wanting to take the chance for their kid to play, right? All I'm saying is this basketball community, this grassroots basketball community in Atlanta is the greatest basketball community, the greatest grassroots basketball community in the world, bro. Yeah. So let's take care of each other. Let's be responsible. Let's go the extra mile, man. Get tested. Quarantine if you need to. Do what we got to do. We're the greatest grassroots basketball community in the world. We run basketball in this country, and it's undisputed, right? Let's take care of each other. Go the extra mile, man. Go the extra mile. Take care of the guy standing to your left, to your right.
My boy Rob.
Coach Rob, my boy. Hey, Rob might be the coolest nigga around, bro. Rob a cool ass dude, bro.
Rob, my dude. Rob be training to them scooter songs. Scooter.
Shout out to the whole state of Alabama because of Rob. Coach, what's good? But Hey, let's talk about this, bro. So, Locke, I heard it was $50 this past weekend for a media pass, big dog.
Bro,
what the fuck is going on?
bro,
$50 for a media pass?
Bro,
Is it extortion?
Come on. I know what I said when I didn't pay. You know, I got a coaching band.
Privilege.
I got lots way messed up. So I walk in there. I said, "Shit, y'all got hospitality?" He was like, "No." He said, "What y'all charging $50 for?" Bro, they tried to charge me $2 for a mask because my mask broke.
Bro.
And I was like, I literally said, I walked in. I said, "What a hospitality coaching man."
Asking where the golf room is.
Hey, they should have been giving lap dances for 50. Should get a couple like,
dude.
On the radar, I ain't charging for 50 for media passes. I will say that. Hey, I heard Hillsman. Hillsman? You charge Hillsman 50? They might have charged me 100. You charge Hillsman 50, you gotta charge me 100 then.
I mean, they'll charge me $250 then.
Damn, Dave. So you saying you buy 4 people?
Hey, I'm at the bottom of the totem pole.
Bro, but you know, like you had said, in this community, everybody rocks with each other. You know, it's just like you said, you can go to Son events. You know, if you rock with Dan McDonald, you know, he will let you in the late point. You know, it's just like if you going out there to tweet and put more exposure on kids, why not you let them come to the event free? It's all about the kids, especially guys who tweeting, doing videos. It's about the kids.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, come on, Fonzo. You know it's not the newer place.
He know what it is. Fonzo know what it is. Hey, Fonzo plug. You know what it is.
You know, it really was like, wow. It's like, okay, I see why I don't drive out here. Because it was like, really? Come on.
Yeah.
Like,
while we talking about that too, man, I just want to say, hey, the whole state, I'm sorry, not the whole state, but the whole community of Statesboro. We love you guys.
Oh, yeah, man.
No doubt.
No
doubt.
Got the head coach out there fighting for his life in the hospital, lost a player. Like, it's real. It's y'all in our prayers, man.
Prayers not real.
Y'all in our prayers, man, for real.
Yeah, man. And you know, it really hurt for a kid to, when you wake up that morning, you didn't know that was gonna be his last game.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like, you don't even think about that. You heading up here with your friends.
Yeah.
And one thing about kids from South Georgia, like when they come to the A, this is big to them. Because a lot of them don't get to go out, you know, outside of Statesboro, outside of, you know, different areas. When they come to Atlanta, you know, I'm in Atlanta. So, you know, he's finna have fun. You've been quarantining. He's finna play with his teammates, maybe his high school teammates, different things like that. And so just to see that happen, it really just like, you know, that could have been, you know, one of your guys, Montre. That could have been kids I got relationships with. And it really is like, it made you look at things different. You know, I text a couple of kids and like, man, you know, don't take this for advantage. You know, don't take advantage of this because, you know, you never know what's going to happen the next day.
I just went and hugged my kids. Because we don't know. And I want to make sure to stop to say this too. We don't know what killed that young man. So let's not join any rumors. Let's just pray for that community and pray for his family. Somebody, and I don't think his parents were at the event. So can you imagine, which I've done that, bro. Like I've had to have my son be somewhere playing and me not be there because of work or because of other obligations. And to have something happen to your child and you ain't even there, like I can't even imagine what that kid's parents is going through, man. So let's not start the rumor mill.
This is what I heard. I don't know if it's true, but they couldn't find the mother's phone number.
Yeah, they had to call
Yeah,
one
I
of the
heard they
coaches.
had to call the coach. I heard about
They had
that.
to call one of the high school coaches.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Yeah.
like she's
Yeah.
you know, going about her day and to get that type of phone call.
Yes.
And you know,
Yes.
we all coach. You know, parents put their kids in your hand. They trust you enough. And it's just like, how do you make that type of phone call? Like, how do you make that type of phone call to a parent, let them know, like,
I pray to God that I never have to, but it immediately made me think of Locke, of how many times as AAU coaches, and Locke, you coach AAU for a long time, coach middle school basketball for a long time. Dave, you've been on the sidelines with me coaching. Think about how many times we allow this kid, that kid, this kid, that kid to jump in the car with us. We go buy them food. They with us all day.
Yeah.
And we never think, you know, I thought about this when Kobe passed his way away too. God bless, God rest the dead. But he was in a vehicle, right? For him, it was a helicopter, but that's his mode of transportation.
Mm-hmm.
Headed to an AAU event with a bunch of kids that weren't his, bro. Yeah. Like, so for that coach to take those kids from Statesboro up to Atlanta, it's one of the responsibilities that as coaches that we take on. And this is what people miss when they start dissing AAU and they start knocking AAU coaches and talk about all the negative stuff with AAU.
Yeah.
That he brought kids from Statesboro up to get an opportunity that without that staff, they may have never gotten the opportunity to play like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of those kids haven't seen that many quarters, especially coming from South Georgia. They, you know,
for sure,
they see Swanee, you know, then you go see Lake Point, you know, it's just, it's sad. It's really sad. And it like you say, they bang AAU coaches. You don't make money during AAU. Nah. You lose out money. You know, you buying 8, 9 4-for-4s. We ain't we ain't eating Chick-fil-A. We're going for the 4.
Yes. You're paying to coach.
Yeah, you're paying.
Yeah.
And you're doing it for the love. And you know, and when parents call me and tell me about them, you know, they coaching, I'm like, how you gonna dog the same coach I just took your son home? When you're not able to make it, you don't feel comfortable putting your son in the Uber. So the coach come pick your son up, take him to practice, bring him home while you're at work. But then you call me after the game. Oh man, that coach, man, he ain't playing my son the way he needs to play. He don't fit his style. What? I'm like, what?
Right.
This man just did all this stuff while you was at work.
Right.
So, you know, he's not hating on your son.
Right.
I just say, man, maybe your son had a bad game. I tell him, or he's just not as good as the other kids that's on the team.
And people don't think about it. It's the little things like that, that people don't think about. Like this grown man went out of his way to go pick up your kid, took him to an event, and guess what happened? The coach got hungry. So when he goes to pull up to get himself something to eat, because he ain't ate all day,
feed your kid.
And he look in the back seat, and you got mouths to feed in the back, whether they yours or not. All them kids gonna eat.
Yep.
Yeah.
All them kids gonna eat. So man, you know, I don't know. I heard that they completed the tournament. That coach is stronger than me because I don't know if I would have been able to continue coaching, but you know, they made it through, and you know,
did the coach or did he get somebody else to coach?
I thought that he did, but I'm not sure. I would have been a wreck.
No, I wouldn't be able to coach. Like, honestly, that's like some retirement type of stuff.
Yes.
Where it's like, how would you live on, especially if you coach this kid on, you know, that AAU coach may be on the high school staff.
Yep.
So he's been knowing, and the kid we were talking about is OJ Reese from Statesboro High School. So, you know, like you say, with those small communities down there, that coach probably been knowing that kid since 3rd, 4th, 5th grade.
Yep.
Yeah. So now he's about to be a rising senior. He's about to, had a time of his life, his senior year, graduate, couldn't do prom this past year. Possibly, hopefully these 2021 kids can do something. And now he's not going to be able to live, have that opportunity. And as a coach, you see that it's like it's hard to continue.
Very tough, and I wouldn't blame him if he wasn't able to continue, because I can't say that I would have been able to. I don't know that I would have been able to. But Statesboro, we're praying for your entire community. Praying for your entire community, everybody that was impacted and involved. Rest in peace to the kid, man. That's never want to see that happen. Oh, hey, since Locke is on here, Terry Blackshear is back at TIFF.
Oh yeah, TIFF County. Oh, that's an OG, man.
Yeah,
Coach Blackshear is the OG. Yeah, man. It's good, man. He's back, man. They got a good player. I don't know what ANU team playing on, but JT Torn, rising senior, about 6'6". I'm gonna have to show his highlight. I think TIFF if there's a season, I hope TIFF bounce back this year. They had a tough season last year, but I think this year they'll be back. You got my dude Wade over there as AD.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna be a bounce back here for them.
People think I got issue with Wade. I ain't got issue with Wade. Me and Wade.
Everybody's cool, man. It's funny because people don't even know. Like I tell them about me and you, Dre, all the time. I say, man, me and Dre argue more outside of the podcast than we do on the podcast.
Yeah. Yes.
And I said, we be right there and we be laughing. I'm like, yeah, problem with Dre. I'm like, what you mean? I've been knowing Dre 2-3 years. We started this podcast over the phone.
Well, and then the other thing people don't understand is like we love this shit.
Yeah.
And when you love something, you're passionate about it. You're gonna be protective of it. You're gonna be defensive of it. You're gonna be, you know what I mean? Like we want this shit to be the best forever. Like I don't know about y'all, and I want to have a New York City run here in Atlanta where people were just openly calling New York the Mecca of basketball. I want that to happen in Georgia.
Man, I think once Brandon Boston go as a first round pick, we just had Ant-Man. Hey, yeah, that 2021, my boy Kowalski moving up on the depth chart.
Hey, and did you see North Carolina just offered
Jabari?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's get it done. Let's get it done.
It's gonna be pros after pros.
So now I got the question though. Let's argue. Yes, sir. Shout out to Coach Blackshear. Georgia 21.
Hey, man. My boy, hey. I still throw your shirt on the podcast. I throw my freshman U shirt on.
Hey, man. Hey, Pro is so young, man. Is it right to call him an OG? I feel like he an OG though. Hey,
Jared the GOAT to me.
Facts. He been getting it done. Jared been getting it done for a minute.
Man, when I say Jared helped me with so many South Georgia kids at the last minute. Getting kids in school.
Connected. Cool dude.
Definitely.
So Locke.
Yeah.
Jonathan Kuminga came to Georgia. We were both at Wheeler when it happened, when he came to camp and was going nuts.
Hey, man. I remember when Sean called me. He said, no, Zarko called me because he was at the Team Huncho. That's when they was wiring. And he said, man, if this motherfucker came from New York,
he going crazy.
He said, man,
going crazy.
He said, man, it's nothing like him. And he said, it's Ant-Man, then it was him.
So that's the thing I wanted to pose. I prayed not to grown man Jesus, but I did pray to baby Jesus that Ant-Man was gonna walk in the room when Jonathan Kuminga was going nuts at Sean Kemp, and it didn't happen. Yeah. We didn't get Ant-Man Kuminga in the matchup the way we wanted it to. but I'm gonna throw this out there.
Mm-hmm.
Who wins?
Come on, man. I ain't going against no Georgia guy. I ain't going against no Georgia guy.
Come on, Ant.
We built different, man.
Come on, Ant.
We built different, man. And see, Ant ain't no he from the South Side.
Not taking no shit.
So
we want that.
Yeah, he giving to you all types of levels. Every level you want. He said, come on.
He said
he stayed in the Airbnb for a couple weeks. All right, but I'm gonna holler at y'all.
Bounced out on us. Hey, man, I wanted that matchup so bad. I would give anything to be at a draft camp and see those dudes in a closed team workout go against each other, man. I just put me in a room, bro.
Hey, let me ask y'all this. Is Ant-Man number one?
What kind of question is that? You want to, man, what? He's the right-handed, better version of James Harden.
Oh, so over James Wiseman, though?
That's what I was getting ready to ask. Over James Wiseman?
Hey,
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm asking the question.
Hey, same here. I was thinking the same thing, Dre. Over James Wiseman, Lock.
Name me 5 good big men, like legit all-star big men. Name me 5 that's in the league that are like. How many pull out this? How many players are in the league are franchise players that are bigs?
Right.
Franchise players.
Is Karl Anthony Towns a franchise player?
They ain't winning shit, so he ain't no franchise. He looking worse than KG when KG first got to Minnesota. Damn, KG got to the playoffs. You can't even get to that.
It's gonna be. I can name 5, Lock. But I'm not going to name 5 because I feel like I'm going to be comparing James Wiseman to guys that I don't know if he's that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, KD 7 foot. Anthony Davis is 6'11", 7 foot.
I'm gonna ask you this: how good is James Wiseman when he didn't play? How we don't know how good he really is.
We don't.
Think about it. We seen him in AAU, high school, no college, no overseas. So yeah, that's one. After that is over with. It declines. But he's not proven.
So, okay. Since Huff ain't here, I'm gonna be devil's advocate today. Since Huff ain't here. I'm gonna be. Let me play devil's. I gotta try to get my Huff voice. Wait. I'm gonna try to do Huff. Hold on. Wait. I'm gonna try to do Huff. Hold on.
Gotta keep it a book now. You gotta keep it a book now.
I'm gonna try to impersonate Huff.
Hold on. Let me go get a hat. I'm gonna be Bryce. Let me go get a hat.
You gonna be Bryce?
Let me go get a hat. Hold on. Let me go get a hat.
I'm gonna try to be Huff. Hold on. I gotta get my Huff voice ready, dog. I should have been practicing this shit, bro. Hey, Wiseman is dope.
Definitely. Huff, I'm not responsible for this, Huff. I just want to let you know I had nothing to do with this.
Man, and I haven't practiced this impersonation, so I don't know how this is going to come out. It may be really bad. Make sure to finish by saying, I'm just saying.
Yeah, man, right. You know, man. Man, Lock be in Vegas, man. Lock be goddamn, man.
Yo.
Hey, man. Don't be in my DMs, man. I can't help you, man. I can't help you, man. Hey, don't be in my DMs, hey, man. Kane Nation, man. I'm goddamn new.
Thanks. Y'all boys off the chain. Okay, cool. Here we go. All right, Huff. I'm just saying now, man. Don't make me laugh.
All right, I'm gonna let you have. All right. Bryce, hold on. I gotta look at my phone. You know, Bryce was staring at his phone all the time.
All right, this up. So let me be devil's advocate. I'm just saying, man. How much emphasis do we place on wins, though? Did Ant-Man win enough to be considered the number one player? I'm just saying.
You know, if I was coaching that team, we went to the NIT, you know, top 10 AAU coach. You know, man.
Dang.
You know, I'm gonna let them guys rock, man. You know, man. Goddamn, man. You know, come on, Dollar. Come on, Dollar. Come on.
Hey, that's Bryce.
Hey, man, come on. Ant can't take all the shots. We got Ray Sun over there. We got Tyrese Crump. We got Jordan Harris. They can make shots too, coach. Nah, get that shit to Ant.
Hey, man. Oh, Jesus. Hey, Bryce. Huff. Y'all, man. I got to get my voice deeper to do Huff, dog. I'm going to practice.
You need your English literature, too.
Facts. But that's the knock, though, is it always comes back to the only time I hear people try to knock Ant-Man, it comes back to wins. It comes back to, they didn't beat McEachern, or they didn't win Geese, or they, like, for me, when I watch him play, that's one of the best basketball players I've ever seen, bro. Like, I don't really see, I mean, he can do way more than what most human beings can do on a basketball court. So,
how many top players we know didn't win? Hell, Ben Simmons didn't win.
Nothing. That's fact.
Nothing.
That's true.
So you wasn't gonna pick him, and he can't shoot, and we he's still number one.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like, you know, it's a no-brainer.
I've been saying this for a long time. I mean, you know, I've been saying it for a long time. To me, Ant-Man is like my creative player on 2K. That's how I play. My creative player on 2K.
Playing my part.
If you're going to go that route, Locke, Zion didn't win.
Nah.
True.
He didn't win. But he still taking
You know, he
won in college. I mean, he didn't win a championship. He won in college, though. I think they're trying to knock Georgia. That Ant-Man didn't win enough when he was at Georgia.
I feel like this. What? Y'all expect this kid to turn the program this 180 in one season?
I just want to know, when it comes down to it, and we know how the NBA game is played, who is going to be able to guard him and how? Like,
you know who I'm ready? I can't wait for Patrick Beverly versus Ant-Man. And I want to see if Patrick going to push up on him like he did Alonzo Ball.
Does Pat Bev know that Ant-Man will square up on him in the middle of the fucking game? Like,
hey,
you know that?
You got a side Chicago guy. You got a side Atlanta guy.
Hey, Ant-Man is not Lonzo at all. Like,
of course not.
But there's a difference, Locke. Ant-Man putting up 300 plus pounds. That's a grown man. That's a grown man now. So, yes, that's probably the best defensive matchup on him, but he can't do what he did to Lonzo on Ant-Man. He can't.
I don't think so, bro. I don't think you just, you know, I don't think you pulling up on Ant like that and just, you know what I'm saying?
No, I agree. I agree.
It's not going to happen, bro.
Hey, did y'all watch the Stephon Marbury documentary on Netflix?
I did.
Dope.
I've seen pieces of it. I keep falling asleep, bro.
Man, you ain't no hoop head. I ain't gonna lie. I went to sleep the first time.
I'm old, nigga. I keep.
Nah, I feel you.
10:30, I'll be over it.
Dude, what if he would have stayed in Minnesota?
Oh yeah, no question.
Damn.
No question.
Man.
But you know what though? You can't be mad at how it turned out for him.
No.
I mean, hey, give me that China money, dog, all day.
Well, yeah, you're talking about from that scenario. I'm gonna go with what Lock just said. Had he stayed at Minnesota, his career would have been different. It would have been totally different.
I agree, but to me, you're never gonna get as much love. Like what player do you know that has got as much love here as Steph got overseas?
It's on the select few.
They got a Broadway musical after that man, bro. They built statues after him. Like,
nah. But you know what's messed up to me? How they had Ray Allen to come back and play him.
Right.
I was like, man, what? If you're gonna get somebody to play me, I'm gonna play myself.
That's facts. And Ray, are we gonna officially like keep it a buck? Ray Allen can't act.
I didn't see nothing wrong with it. I felt like it should have been more basketball in the movie.
Come on, man. Don't knock Jesus Shuttlesworth now.
Hey, the best part of the movie to me when it first came on, and they was hooping at the park.
Hey, bro, I'm over here. Great movie. I loved it. Thank you, Denzel, for saving the entire movie. But like, never mind. I ain't gonna go there. Hey.
Don't do that, man.
Ray Allen can't act. Hey, LaMelo.
Hey, I wouldn't even be wrong. I wouldn't even be mad about that.
Yeah, it depends on the team. I couldn't disagree with that.
I'm
definitely not taking bit, boy. I'm not taking the bit, man.
I'm gonna say this about LaMelo Ball. I'm not even playing devil's advocate. I'm just being honest. I have never watched LaMelo play in a game that was interesting. And I've never seen LaMelo Ball play defense, ever.
Let's just say a serious game.
Yeah, I've never seen him play in a game like
No.
I watched him play, but I've only watched him play a handful of times, so I'll leave that to people who've watched him way more than me. But I've never seen the game even be good.
When you say serious game, do you mean like a competitive game or a game where you just see him go hard and just going at people?
Both. I'm gonna say when
now you gotta think he's from the West Coast, so his style of play is gonna be different because we're used to watching go-getters down here in Georgia, and so when you go see a guy from the West Coast playing a different style, now like you say, we're used to people. We coming at your head, we're talking. It's just not his style.
Well, what are you gonna do in the NBA then, Locke?
But I'm okay with that, Locke.
Look his brother do. Look what his brother. Not the middle one. It's over with for the big boy. Jello.
Hey, did you call that man big boy?
Jello look like Jello.
Fat shaming, dog. You gonna get it up with fat shaming people on the show, Locke.
Jello look like Jello.
Wow.
Like it's over with. But I feel like look at his brother. He's a 6'8" version of his brother.
I'm gonna say this, man. To me, again, when I watched him play, I know Slam Magazine put out the mixtape and was like, Melo comes and shut down Atlanta.
Yeah, I hated that. Like,
No, he didn't.
Trash.
No, he
it's
didn't.
a lot of disrespectful tweets.
Yeah.
When people come to the
Y'all
city,
gotta stop lying.
because if they would have came and did that for Julian Newman and I would have been in the gym, Slam would have got mad at me because I'm like, don't bring him up here think he finna bust our guard's ass.
Oh my God. Bro, hey, that when LaMelo came and it was at Norcross, we sat in there and watched that mess. That was some trash. Like it was a bad basketball. Like it was a trash game, bro. Like it wasn't competitive.
That's the thing. we so used to watching high school basketball, high level AAU games that when we see a different style of basketball, we don't respect it because it's not what we used to watch.
I'm not gonna say it.
It's trash.
Well, certain styles, yes. Because what I'm waiting for, I want Mikey to come to Hoops Giving.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to see. I want to see him come to Hoops Giving, or just even forget that. Come for, because he plays on the Adidas circuit, right?
I don't know. It ain't no circuit right now, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I
just saw clips of Mikey Williams playing in a Big Shots tournament.
Oh. I thought he played for Compton Magic.
He wasn't playing for Compton Magic in the Big Shots tournament I saw. He was just playing Big Shots last weekend, I think.
Well, maybe Compton shut down too, so we'll see.
I will say this about LaMelo. In transition, that little motherfucker special. Special. Special.
I won't argue that. I won't argue that at all.
Next level, like special in transition. But it takes a lot to be a
liability on defense is the question.
It takes a lot to be a pro. I'm just gonna keep saying that. Like it takes a lot to be a pro. To be a good pro. Like it takes a lot to be a pro. A lot more than being good at basketball, because there's a lot of dudes that's good at basketball.
I think he's gonna be all right.
Is he better than like a? Do we think LaMelo Ball is better than what Mike Beasley was?
Man, Mike Beasley was good. Mike Beasley just got drafted to the wrong team. You can't send them 19, 20-year-old to Miami. Like, I don't want you to send me to Miami. You don't do that. I'm 19, 20 years old from the DMV, or I'm from the country, and you're gonna send me to Miami, and I got millions of dollars.
Good point.
Yeah, I'm missing. Man, I ain't working. I'm working somewhere else, but I ain't working in the gym.
Hey, I'm with you on that. Like, I don't know that I could go to Miami now, but I always think about that when players go, and I try to compare them to another dynamic guy that I've seen, and just, you know what I mean? I think maybe.
I guarantee you, Mike Beasley would have been at Milwaukee All-Star.
Gotta send him somewhere boring, you said. Utah.
Cold and boring. Utah. Yeah. He'd be over there. Nah, he can't go to Utah. He got to be like Milwaukee.
Hey, being out, Coach Fletcher, being outside Georgia now, it's not the same in these other states on the court. Yeah, we know.
That's true. That's facts.
We know.
Look, it's a different vibe. It's
another vibe. No, I agree though. But
think about it. How many NBA players live down here?
Man, you know why they live down here.
My point exactly.
Because the wings at Magic City are very good.
Yeah, okay.
That's why. Hey, so anybody want to predict early who wins the NBA championship? I mean, we got 2 weeks before the NBA starts their season. Anybody want
to? I'm just going with the Lakers. That's my team. Oh, we just got my Hennessy bottle, J.R. Smith in the game. Yes, sir. I'm a J.R. fan. I respect J.R. He messed up in the playoffs, but I'm a big J.R. Smith fan. I was a fan with J.R. when he got drafted by Denver.
He was the truth in Denver. Him and Melo, that was a nice little tandem there.
Dude, but you know what's funny? That was a special high school class he came out of. J.R. Smith, Josh Smith, Sebastian Telfair, Dwight Howard. That was a strong high school class. I think was Sean Livingston in that class? I don't think he was.
Nah.
But I remember J.R., Dwight, Sebastian, Josh.
Afro Sean Livingston, and hey kids, do your Googles. Afro Sean Livingston before the knee.
Oh man,
he was that man.
He was a 6'8" point guard.
Yeah, before that knee got messed up.
And was killing.
Yeah.
And was killing. two things, and I want to get to start showing some kids here in a second, but Clint Parks put out a tweet that I want to make sure we put out here because we try to be good for the game, and he put out something that was correct. He said D1 dudes that ain't hooping swear they will just go D2 and average 20.
Average 20, yeah.
Cut it out, bro. You're not
true.
The line between D1 and D2 is razor thin, and if you're a guard, ain't no line between D1 and D2.
Hey,
hey.
And both of you all can co-sign on this. Big boy from Augusta, that 7-footer, can play on plenty of D1 scores.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that African boy we saw from USC Aiken.
Oh yeah.
Think about the guy that led the country in Division I and Division II scoring. It was at a Division II school, Jordan Floyd.
Jordan Floyd.
He averaged 29. He averaged 29 a game at King's College. So you telling me he averaged 29? You think he couldn't average 15 to 18 at a low major?
Facts. Really, every coach said it really ain't no difference between a Division I, Division II guard. It really ain't no difference. Just who recruited you.
Yeah, the timing.
It's all
about the timing. The time, the situation, and who your handler. You gotta have some good handlers. Yeah, hey, cause boy, I don't see somebody make miracles come through. You got him well. Transfer reporter.
Don't do it like that, Locke.
Locke, you want to shout out any kids, man, from the last week coming into this week?
The kids that I seen, I watched a lot of kids over the weekend. I watched a lot of teams. I watched a lot of independent teams over this weekend. Of course, I watched the Canes. Yep. I watched AC Georgia 16U. They was fun to watch.
How you feel about that kid Solomon Ray from AC Georgia 17U? I seen a couple of games. I've been watching him on tape. Like I really like this kid.
I'm trying to think. That wasn't the guard. That was the big.
The light skinned kid that shoot at 6'8".
Good side. Runs the floor. Energy, high level guy. He should have got more tweets. I don't think he got any tweets like that weekend.
If AC George watching, I got some of his highlights, man. I'm gonna post them on the Love of the Game page. Like he got a 6'8" kid making deep threes, like 4 or 5 in a row. Like it's like that kid. My bad, Locke. Go ahead.
Hey, no, I didn't get a chance to watch the Hype Hawks.
I like
but
them.
they got their players back. Cole Middleton, Hype Hawks jersey.
Hype is tough.
It's been a lot of movement with these jerseys.
So you need some good handle. Hey man, I charge a $3.99 fee.
Hey, coach, you'll get some DMs here in a minute, but your son can play.
I know, yeah, he's in good hands.
Your son can play. Y'all doing some good stuff, man. Them Denmark kids looking good.
Hey, Coach Tober, that's a hidden gem in your son. That's a hidden gem.
That's facts.
Hey man, I just send to the Kings, man. Top 10 and you coach in the state, man. You know, cause you a coach, man. You know.
Hey, I gotta work on my Huff impression, dog, so we can go back and forth some more when they.
I ain't worried about that, man.
hey, though, Locke, you might have seen this kid, and I want to give him a shout out too, man. You got to see Jaden Lamont that practiced with the Canes, right? The young fella from New Jersey.
Oh yeah, the young D. He can't play 17U. I like him. He got some big time offers. I like that kid.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I like him, man. He's a 22 kid.
Yeah, he's a 22.
Met him on the radar. Shout out
to
radar with son. And yo, I met him. Met his pops. Real good dude.
Pops cool as hell. Pops real cool.
Yeah. Shout out to Troy too.
Definitely good guy. Me and him talked a couple times.
Yeah, Jaden got some potential with him, man. I'm telling you. And man, can you believe Harvard is looking at him, man?
No, I can believe him. He's an intelligent kid. You can tell when you talk to him.
Yeah, definitely. I can see him making moves as a 22 kid. So shout out to him, man. Definitely.
Yeah, his dad did a good job.
No doubt. Let's jump on a couple of highlights, man, and we're gonna come back and close out talking about what's going on for this weekend. But we short time. We only got a couple kids. D, you want to go first, or you want me to go?
You go first, man. Go ahead. Go ahead,
All
point guard. Go ahead, point guard.
He be dribbling the dog shit out that
I tell you, boy, I don't get no slack, dog. I promise you.
damn hot sauce.
I tell you, boy.
Sauce 2K.
Here's where I'm going. I'm going to Ocilla, Georgia. Yeah, Locke is familiar.
Yeah, that shit small.
Almost to the Benny, dog. My player for this week is John Jones Jr. from Irwin County High School. 5'9" point guard, 2021 kid. Really tough. Can shoot it. Feel like everybody from Albany can shoot it. They're in that Albany area can shoot it. I don't understand how that happens.
I don't either, because we don't them gyms ain't even open right now.
But
hey
man, what we always say, your first 30 seconds of your highlights gotta show what your game really about. Deep three, bang. Deep three, bang.
Man, and stare down.
Dang, why his clip so backbone? Hey man, hey, he got backbone with a heart. Hey, this girl just questioning him. This girl just put a question mark. He went, oh, he loves the Euro.
Deep three, bang. Deep three, bang. Do you see where he's standing when he's shooting these? Hey, man, we always tell small guards you got to be able to shoot the ball. This kid makes a lot of them.
Got to be able to make shots and defend. You got to be able to defend. I think that's one thing I noticed from a lot of small guards over the weekend. Man, if y'all, I can't wait for this weekend. I can't wait to see some of these matchups.
Hey, I saw what Sean got out there coming, Locke. Woo!
Hey, he landed right. Bam!
I'm telling you, bro, in the gym right now.
I'm going to be mad if I can't watch no high school basketball. Like, I go do some live games, but I like to be in the gyms.
It's looking like not till January, Locke.
I know, man. Hey, I'm gonna get bougie this year, man. I'm gonna bring me a cushion.
Look at him.
I'm gonna have me a lot. I'm gonna have me a Lock's Way cushion.
Privilege.
Ooh.
No, that kid hit rocks out.
Rock solid kid.
Hey,
3.0 GPA. That's John Jones Jr. from Irwin County High School.
Need to tell him we need to see some defensive plays. He's a small guard. We need to see some 5-second calls, some steals. That's one thing I've stressed on small guards. You know, if you 6 foot and under, you got to lock up.
Got to keep you on the floor. Plain and simple.
Make shots. Don't turn the ball over. And defend.
94 feet.
And then when the game get clutch, you can't be shaking like a first-time stripper at the Blue Flame. You got to be locked in. You got to be locked. For real, you got to. I seen that this weekend from 2 good guards. They was they had the team on the ropes, but the last 2 minutes, I don't want it. You get it. I don't want it.
Who is shaky, Rock? Go ahead, call it out. Who is shaky, dog?
I ain't finna do my kids like these boys. Like they was shaking. But you know what's crazy though? But you know I ain't finna do it. But what I respected, both of the guards talked to each other after the game, and it was like, you know what? That's on us. They said that they went to each other like, dang, this is on my bad, coach. You know, I froze up. You know, it was their first weekend playing.
Sorry. But that's what I was getting ready to say, Locke. That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. You can tell some of these kids that come here for the first time, they're almost in awe and in shock that first time they get out here and be like, whoa, what is going on out here? And of course, they're not showing it in their face, but by their actions, they're like, I'm not used to this. And, you know,
they haven't
sometimes
played.
it takes a quarter or so. Yeah, it takes a quarter, a game, or a whole tournament for them to catch up to be like, okay, I'm ready now.
And it was an independent team playing a shoe team. And because this shoe team had 6'10", 6'9", 6'8", 6 in the layup line.
EAB?
Yeah, EAB.
Bro.
Doing all that. So, you know me, I talk shit when I'm on the sideline to the kids. Yes, you can't win, Mill. Bet you can't throw up between your legs. Now, when the game start, hey, man, these kids tired as hell. They've been dunking all day online. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, EAB is huge.
Yeah, they're a big team. Point guard, 6'3".
Yeah.
Wing, 6'5", 6'6".
Squad out there.
Yeah. And the Hype House beat them. The Canes got real close. Close.
You talking about came down to money time.
Man, man. They ain't want to get naked, man. Huh?
Talking about Dave, his boy been playing pretty good.
Dave's son been hooping.
Man, listen. That's undercover. We're still working in the lab. Dre putting out business. We got a long way to go.
Now, I'm talking about your other guy.
Oh, P.
For the Canes.
P. Rob.
Who?
Perry Robinson.
Nah, Perry did his thing, man.
Yeah.
Perry did his thing. Perry had a great weekend at that. I think he started hearing from Moorhead.
Yeah, Moorhead.
Murray State.
Yeah, College of Charleston.
Yeah. He had a great weekend.
Hey, what do y'all think about this thing that looks like it's going to go forward with college coaches saying that they no longer want to deal with the ACT, SAT?
That's going to happen.
In college basketball.
That's going to
or
happen.
In college sports.
That's going to happen.
It was out there as a racial initiative, racial reconciliation type initiative. But I'm
with that because sometimes I look at this. You got a lot of smart kids. They're just not good test takers.
For sure.
So you're going to determine this kid who may have, like I say, a 3.8, 3.9 GPA. You know he's a good kid. Doesn't have anything, been in the beta club, probably on the basketball team. Just did a whole lot. But you're not going to allow him to your school because of a test score. And I think, when you take those type of tests, you really, because I remember when I was in high school, you really got to prep yourself for that test. It's not it's not no drive. It's like, you're going to pop up and like, you got to eat a good breakfast. You got to get a good night rest. It's a lot to prepare for that test. Then, like you say, sometimes you don't even know you've been preparing for this test for weeks or months. Something might just happen that night before the test where you're not going to get 8 hours of sleep. Or you might be running late. You're not going to get any types of breakfast or anything like that. So you're taking this test. You don't pay for it. You're not fully ready because now I'm going to say, your stomach growling. You're getting sleepy. How are you going to be able to focus?
There you go, Locke.
For sure.
What if it's in season and you got a road game?
I want to read the official statement from the NABC. The official statement was the NABC Committee on Racial Reconciliation believes that the SAT and ACT are long-standing forces of institutional racism and no longer have a place in intercollegiate athletics or higher education at large. This is an important step forward. Towards combating educational inequality in our country. That is an official statement from the NABC in regards to getting rid of or doing away with SAT and ACT. That statement was a wild statement for me. But I will, as far as the test is concerned, I feel like other institutions have already come out and said, Harvard and places like that, was like, it really has no bearing on how well a student is going to do once they get in school.
Exactly.
It doesn't tell you how smart a student is at all.
Well, but here's the next step for both you all. D3s have already started doing it.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, D3s have already started doing it.
We got Torrey keeps his kind of his hand on the pulse of all of this stuff, and he says replace the ACT SAT test with a institutional placement exam would work.
It's schools that do that already too.
Yeah,
I know. ABAC does it. A JUCO down there.
I just don't know what we're evaluating with the test. If you have the GPA, if you have that transcript, why are we not just evaluating the transcript?
I'm going to agree with Torrey on that, because HBCUs and going to one, a lot of kids that are, embraced by HBCUs, some of them aren't ready for college. So some of them have to take remedial classes. So I can agree with that class. I mean, that test rather. I can agree with that.
No, yeah. And like I say, when some schools, like I say, ABAC, I don't know if they still do it, but back in 2008, when they had a basketball program, they told their, it was kids who didn't, it was certain athletes who was nervous taking the SAT. They took the little complacement test and told them, okay, you come here 2 years, we put you in these classes. We're going to better prepare you to take the ACT, SAT, so you can go to a 4-year more than what a high school could have did for you. Because, when you're in high school, these kids ain't going to those ACT training classes on the weekend.
That's true.
Some people can't afford them either.
Yeah.
And some people can't afford it. So with ABAC, I don't know if y'all know this guy named Todd Sherpa. He was the coach. Me and him used to talk. And he was like, man, if my players want to go to the next level and then they don't have the test scores, he said he automatically put them in a class already, like their first year, go ahead and prep them. It's not no training course, it's an actual class that they take to prepare them, because he want all his players to get to the next level, to a 4-year college. And stuff. So
it's gonna be interesting to see how it all plays out. And I'm gonna be honest, man, I'll leave that to y'all. Y'all have a lot more information on that than me. I was just surprised by the statement itself to specifically call out, hey, this is the first step for us to address institutional racism and inequality in education, that they believe that that's what they're doing. I leave that to the people who know. But I was shocked to call that out in the way that they called it out. I thought that was big.
Oh yeah, Uncle Drew. Uncle Drew, you was in the gym training, man.
Hey man, look, I gotta understand, Uncle Drew. You gotta answer this for me. Is Club Orange 2021 the same thing as the North Atlanta Orangemen? Are y'all the same thing? Cause woo!
I enjoy watching them play against the
North Atlanta Orange, boy. That North Atlanta Orange, boy. I'm looking for them at every event. I want to go watch them play.
No, they was fun. It was fun to watch.
Fun.
And it's always great to watch kids that you never seen or heard about.
Yeah.
Then they just break out through and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, Uncle Drew had some kids. Man, I remember he had DJ Wright, Ryan Leonard, and Tyler. They was going in the 9th grade, 10th grade, and I was at Georgia Southern. They were babies handing out that work.
He got a 2023 that I like too.
He had some kids.
Stage time coming, Drew. We got one more kid to show, don't we?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
This might be a kid that we showed before. I couldn't remember, but he's on the market and he's looking.
Dang, I might need to start wearing a hat like Bryce.
And he
my hair, my bad.
It's stylish though, Lock.
Man, my hair is in the way. Marvin McGee. Oh, y'all like Marvin?
Yeah. From Alexander, 6'4" shooting guard. Got a nice little shot too, man. I like it.
Hey man, let me tell you when I fell in love with Alexander. When I started following him Elite Battle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And dude, he was coming out handing me buckets.
Good move, boy.
Yeah, I like him, man. He got a nice shot, man. I'm telling you. He'd definitely be a good addition, man. At 6'4", man, I'm like, somebody missing the boat.
2021, right? You said 2021?
Nah, he 2020, man.
20, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Man, honestly, he should. Ooh, rewind that.
I'm telling you,
I didn't know that was in your bag, sir.
Hey.
Bang, bang. Ah!
Hey.
Ooh.
Oh my
got
God.
somebody out here reaching for flies, for real.
Ooh. He's still available?
He's still available, man. He just texted me about an hour and a half ago, man.
Man, let me see it's for. Let me see if I can make a phone call.
Hey, college coaches, y'all still watching, dog. Y'all might want to.
Man, hey, I promise you, if he doesn't do it, hopefully he gets some, but if he does a prep year, like if he'd have played this summer or through the spring, he would have been signed. 6'4" that can score.
Yeah,
nice
that was
shot.
My next thing. If nobody's going to scoop him, I was like, I'm sure some preps will take him post-grad.
Oh, man, I know a few.
Yeah,
just great touch. Great release on that jump shot. Great touch.
Exactly.
See, man, he ain't got no good handler. Hey, man. Shout out to all the handlers. Y'all don't get enough credit. Great job.
All handlers matter, Lock.
Oh, I like that. That's what you need to tweet out. You need to tweet that out.
All handlers matter.
Hey, man. All of them, man. They don't get enough credit.
Hey, but definitely, man. Shout out to him.
No,
man.
he's
got
good.
some potential, man. Definitely.
No, 6'4", shooting it like that.
Exactly.
Come play for the Canes. You know, we get our kids signed, man. You know, we get kids signed after one weekend.
You know while you playing with that, I don't even think he's playing right now.
You see, that's the problem. His handler ain't give him money. All right, man. I'm gonna send her my invoice $3.99.
Oh, I did want to shout out one thing before we get out of here, man. If you go to my Twitter timeline, there's a young man from Marietta that is missing. Deshaun Miller, 16 years old, 5'8" kid, 135 pounds. Former Marietta high school basketball player that has been missing since. Let me look on here again. I just want to make sure I have all the details correct. He was last seen on July the 5th wearing a white t-shirt, black Adidas joggers, and black and white Nike sneakers. Anytime a kid has been missing that long, or at this point it's 11 days, was last seen in the Powder Springs area. And it says that there was a possible sighting of the kid on I-20 West in a blue or white pickup truck. Kansas plate, PRT 300. PRT 300 was the plate on the truck where he was last possibly seen. Prayers up. You know, I'm part of the Marietta basketball family, so wanted to, make anybody who may be listening aware, man. Please keep your eyes open on that, please. It's too much sad shit, man.
Yeah, especially like around this time, that's something that you don't really want to hear.
Jesus, man, 2020.
That's the last thing you want to hear. Nah, it's been a motherfucker.
2020 sucks, bro.
One thing, I'm glad I still got my hair though.
Yeah.
Make your hair fall out.
Coach Fletcher, I think you asked name again. I think you talking about Marvin McGee. That was the last player that we showed.
Coach putting his beard as a handler. Put your beard in, Coach.
Point guard for Newton did sign.
Oh, the kid, the 6'3", 6'4" point guard.
The Sean, that kid. I know
he's
Caleb,
nice.
I know the other kid. What's your name is? Where did he go? He went.
Caleb on to Charlotte.
Yeah, Caleb went to Charlotte, but the other kid, Sean, signed too. Coach, I gotta look it up.
Oh! Speaking of that, shout out to Marquise Watson, who was featured last week. Signed with Manhattan, D1, man.
Okay.
Signed with
We're getting kids offers on this show, bro.
Yeah, man.
Kids getting featured on this show, getting offers, so that's great. Hey, y'all want to close with anything? Hey, Locke, I asked Dave this earlier, but have you called to check on Meg Thee Stallion?
For what?
That's your girl. She got shot, bro.
Hey, man. Girls get shot every day, be where I'm from.
Can't count on y'all to say nothing right, man.
Hey, man. Hey, what she got shot? I ain't know. I don't keep up with that.
We got beef with Tory Lanez, dog. We got to jump him.
Hey, man, they say Tory Lanez 5'3", 140.
Yeah. Yes. I really feel like Meg should have beat him up. But
Hey,
I'm trying to think. I think we covered everything, man.
No, because I need to get an AJ because I need one of them shirts, man. Yeah, I need to get an AJ about that.
Shout out to UTPB.
I'm gonna wear mine tomorrow.
Yeah, me and Locke need one.
Oh, I already got one, Playboy. Come on. I'm the gear guy.
Like I said, hey, help the homeless, AJ. Help the homeless guy.
But do y'all have them all black Atlanta Celtics shorts?
Hey, man, you see
I
they
seen
put them out
those,
online. Yeah, I saw that. Them is hot. Them is hot.
Are he selling those?
Yeah.
For real? Oh yeah, I need to go. I can't go. We can't go nowhere. I get those things and wear it to Vegas.
I already put my order in, dog.
Yeah, no question.
Oh, that's dope. I'm only rocking orange.
I feel you. Hey, man, but that's our show for this week. I don't think we have anything else, right? Am I forgetting anything?
No, I thought we was gonna talk about this weekend.
Yeah, we got this upcoming weekend. We got On the Radar. We're in Decula this week?
Decula.
Ooh, I'll let Decula. I'm going to the Atlanta Jewish Church. 15 minutes away.
Oh, we got two court. We got multiple courts, huh?
Decula, hey man. Like I tell these chicks when they stay out there and locked on you, no man,
Hey, where's the ESPN court, Lock?
I think 17 you playing at Decula, so it's going. I don't have. Hey, I'm good. Turn the south. I'm fine. I can sit there and really enjoy it. Let me get off Bryce because Bryce like the ESPN. He like the NBA cool. I'm back at lock mode now. No, I'm at the Jewish church, 20 minutes away.
Hey man, Lock. So we'll wave at you, man, at the Fox Sports 1 court. I'm gonna go check out the ESPN games. I think. Everybody out there, please. I feel like this is like a STD a STD commercial. Please go get tested. Know your status. Wear a mask. Social distance. We can stop the spread. There are times that we can do both. We can have basketball. There's no reason not to try to be safe, not to try at least to be safe about this sport that we love, man. Go get tested. If you've been out playing, if you've been out going to games, I'm doing the same. Go get tested, wear a mask, socially distance, and let's continue being the greatest grassroots basketball community in the world.
And this weekend, all the games going to be streamed. So if you don't feel comfortable, watch the games at home in your own comfort zone.
Yes, sir.
Watch the stream. Watch the stream. No doubt. No doubt. Hey, man, that's our show. Love you guys. Appreciate the Love of the Game Army rocking with us. Love you guys. It's Love of the Game podcast. We out.